Hello, hello, hello. Hey, happy Monday and
Uh,
welcome back to Global
Hello, hello.
Digital Success Talks. Um, Today we have the following topic
Digital
for you.
talk.
Let's see. Okay, so we're going to be talking about why curiosity may be one of the most valuable skills in today's world. As you can stay with us. Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we do that, let us introduce ourselves. So, hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina with my family. I am a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a former educational assistant, and now a proud digital business owner and mentor. Hello, hi everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by profession. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba. I also have my business online and I'm a mentor at the same time.
Hi, my name is Patsy. Originally, I came from Brunei. Now I'm residing in Edmonton, Alberta, and I am a mother of four and grandmother to nine. And I am a digital business owner and mentor.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Patsy. So yes, guys, we're gonna be talking about the following topic today.
Uh, why curiosity may be one of the most valuable skills in today's world.
Thank you, Patsy. So today's topic is something that may seem simple, yet it has the power to completely change the direction of our lives. Curiosity. Some people stop learning because they believe they already know enough. Others continue growing because they remain curious. They continue asking questions, they continue seeking understanding, and they continue exploring new possibilities. So, today we'll explore three reasons why curiosity remains one of the most valuable skills in today's rapidly changing world. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the following 3 points today. And the reasons are reason number one, curiosity help us continue learning. Number two, curiosity help us adapt to change. And number three is curiosity creates new opportunities. Thank you, Yessie. So, yes, we're going to start with point number one. And curiosity help us continue learning. You know, one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is the willingness to stay curious. When we look back on our journey as an immigrant mother and someone who spent more than 20 years in the corporate world, I realized what many of the opportunities I've experienced started with a simple question: what if there is another way? What if I could learn or earn something new? What if I'm capable of more than I think? And learning is always it always begins with curiosity. I don't know, if you have children, if you remember your childhood, we were always curious, right? As kids, trying to discover new things, trying to learn new things. So, before we develop a new skill, before we grow, before we discover new opportunities, we first have to be willing to ask questions and remain open to learning. When I decided to explore new skills later in life, I certainly didn't have all the answers, but I was curious enough to learn. And that curiosity opened doors I never knew existed. So I've learned that the people who continue growing are often the people who never stop asking questions. They're willing to learn from others, they're open to new perspectives, and they are curious enough to explore possibilities beyond what they already know. So, the people who continue learning are often the people who continue asking questions. And curiosity is the fuel that keeps learning alive and opens the door to new opportunities, growth, and possibility. So I want to leave you with this today.
with this question. What is one question you have been curious about lately that could lead you to learn something new or create a new opportunity in your life? So think about that. Okay. Thank you. And we're gonna move on to the next point.
Okay, next point is curiosity help us adapt to change. The world continue to evolve. We know that. Technology change. Industry change. Opportunity change. So curious people are often more adapted. Because they remain open to learn. So that's the main key. You have to remain open to learn because adaptability help people to thrive during uncertain times. Curiosity helps us approach change with interest instead of fear. Curiosity strengthens our ability to adapt, and this is really important because the reality is that change is happening everywhere, you know as I would say here, but we just have to remain curious because when we're curious we ask questions, we stay open-minded, and we start saying, um, how can I make it happen? How can I learn? How can I do it? And that's when change happened. I learned that some of the greatest opportunities in life come with when we're willing to learn something new. Yeah, and that change, that's when I want to learn something new. That's when I open my business, and that's how my future, that is my present today, is thanking me to keep myself curious about what is out there. Also curiosity help us to grow, at that, and this that's the way that we discovered this new opportunity. We didn't know about it because we didn't know, but now we are curious, we want to know. So today I want, it's just great question. What one thing you have been curious about that you haven't explored? Ask yourself that. Can be learning a new language, can be knowing how to fix something, because that's your curiosity, that's your learning. That curiosity may be the first step toward your breakthrough, towards something that you want to accomplish but you haven't done because you haven't keep yourself curious enough. So just tell yourself, I'm willing to learn, I'm still curious about it.
Thank you, Yessie. And yes, curiosity, I think we have to be able to help adapt to change. And when you're curious enough, you're looking for those answers, right? Finding those new trends, those new ideas, those new ways of doing life. So, yes. And now we're going to move on to point number 3.
Number three, point. Number three, curiosity creates new opportunities. I would like to share a simple idea that has the power to change the direction of our lives. Curiosity creates new opportunities. Many of the opportunities we experience don't appear by chance. They often begin with a willingness to explore, ask questions, and learn something new. Curious people tend to notice possibilities that others might overlook. Instead of assuming they already know the answer, they stay open minded and keep searching for new ideas and better ways of doing things. I have found that a single question can start an incredible journey. Questions lead to conversation, and conversation lead to learning, and learning often leads to opportunities we never expected. Sometimes all it takes is asking, what if? Or how can I improve? Is there another way? Those simple questions can introduce us to new people, new skills, and new paths that can make a real difference in our lives. As the saying goes, some of the greatest opportunities in life begin with one simple question. So I encourage everyone here today to stay curious. Don't be afraid to ask, explore, and keep learning. You never know which question will open the door, the next door of opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Patsy. And yes, curiosity opens new possibilities. It helps you discover new possibilities. If you see the three of us here, we're three immigrants from different countries, different cultures, and we were curious enough, right? That's why we're doing this business. We were at
Mhm.
different ages as well. So curiosity is the main thing you need to discover those new opportunities, those new possibilities, because a question can lead to new conversations, and new conversations can lead to new learning. So guys, don't forget that. Be curious, and always be curious about the things that will help you change the way of life, the way of living, finding new opportunities and new possibilities for you and for your family. And we have a comment here from Jessie. She added, curiosity helps us grow, adapt, and discover possibilities we may have never considered before. And yes, that's so true, Um, like Jessie said earlier, she's a nurse, she was working, and because she was curious enough, she discovered this business that we're doing now. You know, Patsy was curious about the online world as well, even though a lot of people may think that at her age you can't learn anything new, and Patsy has learned so much, and she has changed, since she started till now. She's become a pro in doing all these things, but you have to have the willingness. You really have to have the willingness to learn and to adapt, and to discover new possibilities for you. That's what is needed, really. Okay. So we're gonna move to the key takeaway for today.
All right. So our key takeaway from today's topic. So, one thing we learn through history is that progress often begins with curiosity. So, curiosity encourages us to learn, to grow, and to adapt, and to remain open to the new possibilities. So, in a world that continues to change rapidly, that we know how things are changing these days, curiosity may be one of the most valuable skills that we can develop. So, because we don't need to have all the answers, we simply need to remain willing to ask questions because we are curious, and sometimes one question can change everything.
Yes. Thank you, Yessie. So now we're going to move on to today's reflection.
As you reflect on today's conversation, ask yourself, what is one area of your life where becoming more curious could help you grow? Sometimes growth begins with a question.
Thank you, Patsy. So, yes, what is one area of your life where you um, are becoming more curious could help you grow? We all have that curiosity. We all have that one thing that we want to know more about. So, guys, it's time to take action and discover. Okay, so we have come to the end of our life today. We do want to thank you for being here with us. And we want to say thank you to Martinez Flaco. He sent us a heart emoji. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now let's see what we have for next Monday. What's the topic for next
So
Monday?
next Monday on Global Digital Success Talk, we're going to be digging in about why small daily habits often create extraordinary results. So connect with us next Monday.
Yeah, so we'll be back next Monday with that powerful topic again, guys. Um, small daily actions or small daily habits often create extraordinary results. It's going to be a conversation about consistency, discipline, momentum, and how small daily actions can create lasting success over time. So don't underestimate the small actions that you take every day. And well, we have come to the end. We want to say thank you to everyone. Have a happy and blessed rest of your week. And we will see you again next Monday on Global Digital Success Talks. And we will also be back tomorrow with Voces Latinas. So see you guys. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.